All right, here we're on 4.6 matrix equations and systems of linear equations. So we're going to work some examples here. First one, write the system as a matrix equation in the form AX equals B. All right, so we have three variables in X. So what we're going to have is we're going to write out our A matrix, which is going to be just the coefficients. So it's going to be 3, 0, 2, and minus 1, 4, 1, then minus 2, 3, 0. Our x is just x1, x2, x3. And our b is just our 9, minus 7, and 6. And so that's all they're wanting here is they want this. And then, in the future, what they'll do is they say, okay, well, now find x. And so we'll have to find A inverse, multiply that by b, and then we'll get the x1, x2, x3. All right, let's go to another one. All right, so here we're just supposed to solve. So luckily, they've already given us A. So this is really usually A inverse and B. And so we just have to multiply them together. So 3 times a minus 2 is minus 6, minus 1. And so that's going to be what? A minus 7. And that's going to be 0 and 2. And so that's our solution. So basically, that would be our matrix form. And if we wanted to write it out in the form x1, x2, that's what we would have there. Okay. Let's do another one. Now here they give it to us in the AX equals B form. And so what we have to do first is we have to find the inverse. And then after we find the inverse, then we have to multiply that times B. And then after that, we'll have our x1 and x2. So first things first, we're going to do it the long way. 1, 1, 3, minus 2, 1, 0, 0, 1. Oops, well, we don't really want equals. All right, so now we need this to be a 0. So we're going to negative 3 row 1 plus row 2 is going to be our new row 2. So we have 1, 1, 1, 0. That's going to be a minus 3 plus 3 is 0. Minus 3 minus 2 is a minus 5. Minus 3 and 1. Okay. All right, so now what do we need? Well, now we have to take and get this to be a 1. So let's take a minus 1/5 row 2 and make that the new row 2. So we have a 1, a 1, a 1, a 0, a 0, a 1. And that's going to be what? A positive 3/5. And that's going to be a minus 1/5. Okay. And so now it looks like we just have to take a minus row 2 plus row 1. And that's going to be our new row 1. Hopefully this will be about end. All right, so bottom row 0, 1. Then we'll have 3/5 minus 1/5. Now 0 plus 1 is 1. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Now we have a minus 3/5 plus 1. So that's going to be what? A positive 2/5. And then we'll have a minus minus. So that's going to be positive 1/5. Okay. So this is our A inverse. Now, to find x1, x2, we take basically now we have x is equal to A inverse B. Well, A inverse we just found. So that's the 2/5, 1/5, 3/5 minus 1/5 times 10 and then 20. And so now we have what? That's going to be 25ths and plus 25ths. So that's going to be what? 45ths. So that's going to be 40 divided by 5, which is 8. And that's going to be 35ths minus 25ths. So that's going to be 10/5, which is equal to 2. So that would be our x. And so we could say x1 is equal to 8 and x2 is equal to 2. All right, so let's stop there and we'll come back for some more.